It's now my pleasure to recognize our great Chair of the Board of Equalization, Judy Chu.
Well, as you heard, I'm Judy Chu, and I'm Chair of the California State Board of Equalization, and I urge the Asian American community to vote no on Proposition 8. On August 9th, I was honored to perform a marriage ceremony for two Chinese American friends who'd been together for 30 years. It was such a joyful occasion with a 9-course Chinese banquet and a Phoenix Bakery wedding cake. In many ways, Arthur and Young are a typical middle-class family. Arthur is a successful filmmaker. Young is a popular ESL teacher. They have an adopted son, Reed, who is 5 years old. Friends and family laughed and cried as Arthur and Young remembered the times when they got on each other's nerves and the times when they knew that no matter how difficult the situation, they could count on each other for unconditional support. And they remembered being denied the ability to legalize a 30-year relationship because they were two males. Well, this year, Arthur and Young finally got the chance to marry. They finally had basic privileges, such as visiting each other in the hospital and passing property on to one another. But Proposition 8 would take this all away. Not only would it invalidate Arthur and Young's marriage, it would also cement that position in our state constitution, and this decision could not be changed unless there was another vote of the people. So I'm urging the Asian American community to vote no on Proposition 8 for 3 reasons. First, the Asian American community has always emphasized the importance of family. In fact, they've been able to survive harsh times because of the family. When there were so many single males who came early in the immigration process, the Family Association stepped in with an alternative form of family. Well, Arthur and Young have found their definition of family. Why should we deny it to them? Secondly, many Asian Americans have immigrated to America, fleeing persecution and seeking freedom. They come to America because we do have privacy and freedom to have different religions, beliefs, and political views. In fact, today, America has some of the strongest privacy laws in the world. Why should we interfere with the marriage commitment that Arthur and Young have made to one another in their private lives? Thirdly, Asian Americans were the subject of the worst discriminatory laws in California, including being denied the ability to own land. In fact, over 125 years ago, the California State Legislature passed a law to specifically prohibit marriage between Chinese and whites in order to deal with what they called the Chinese problem. Well, I find the discrimination against Asian Americans offensive. And I know that I do not want that same kind of treatment to be given to any other human being in California. If I expect full and equal treatment to be given to me, then it is my responsibility to ensure that there is full and equal treatment for others. Well, you know, the Yes on 8 campaign is saying that gay marriage will have to be taught to children in schools. This is not true. There is no mandate for marriage to be taught in schools at all. The only legal requirement in California law says that if sex education is taught, then we should teach respect for marriage and committed relationships. In addition, even if this is taught, contrary to Massachusetts, parents in California can ask that their children be excused from attendance from any health and family instructions that they don't agree with. Well, having two people together for 30 years should be something that brings about great joy. Please don't take that away from Arthur and Young. Please vote no on Proposition 8.